I walked through the damp, foggy streets, my mind swirling. So much content, so many podcasts. How do I find the best? Then it hit me, like a big blue neon sign flashing through the mist. Blueberry. All I had to do was drop the E's and go to blueberry.com. Blueberry, the digital media interface for consumers, creators, and advertisers.
The following program is brought to you in living color.
You are listening to The Liberal Grouch.
People, all going somewhere, all with their own thoughts, their own ideas, all with their own personalities.
Ever since I was a child, all I've ever wanted to be was a journalist, to write stories, to be on the radio, to be an observer of the human condition. Throughout my professional life, in radio, newspapers, and as a writer with the federal government, I've been true to the journalistic ethic of telling the truth, of being accurate, of trying to tell both sides of the story. But I've learned there are people who don't want their story told. In fact, they will do anything to keep you from telling their story. Individually, they are weak, small people who hide in the dark. But when they form a pack, they become dangerous. Not just to the individual trying to tell their story, but to the very concept of a free press. They want their side of the story told, not the full story. And when a strong, honest, progressive voice comes along, one who captures the ears of honest people, it frightens them. It makes them crazy.
Hold the string. Dance to that which one is created for.
They will do whatever they have to do by whatever means necessary to silence that voice, either through legal means or other means. The only thing necessary for evil to succeed is if good people do nothing. I choose to do something. I will stand in the face of this wolf pack of right-wing lunatics until I am either silenced by legal means or until they kill me. They will need to find either some way to throw me in jail for telling the truth, or else there will be blood on the microphone.
I tell you what, I just don't know anymore. I mean, here I was trying to take advantage of a special they were running over at Blog Talk Radio, and I saw on the International Association of Internet Broadcasters website that Blog Talk Radio was boasting of much better quality. Well, if you were with us for yesterday's abortion, you heard us get cut out on once. This time I tried starting my show at the regular time and was bounced off the air twice before the show even went live. Then I got the show going, and it was bounced off again. And I finally just had to say, that's enough of this. Now, the thing I miss about doing the show on Spreaker, and by the way, we are live right now. It's 2:33 in the afternoon on April 24th, 2015, which, by the way, is my dog Shiloh's 9th birthday. Yes. She's so mature. And it looks like somebody's messing with my net ping right now. I don't know. There we go. We're back to where we're supposed to be. Yeah. Well, what would a show be? What would any special event be without the national anthem? So, ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of the United Corporate States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem of the United Corporate States of America.
Strong and prosperous, bursting with wealth, keeping our vast sums of cash for ourselves, and the workers will ceaselessly strive to keep their sad dreams of enrichment alive. Dress in Gucci, they dress in rags, still they all rise when they see the flags. All for us.
temporarily amid the noise and waste. And remember, they have video cameras on every street corner now. As far as possible, without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. You may need them as character witnesses. Seek out loud and aggressive persons. They make you look good by comparison. You can compare yourself with others without becoming vain and bitter, as long as you remember you know people who could have them killed. Always strive to be the tallest person in any group photo. Speak your truth calmly and clearly, and listen to others, especially the dull and ignorant. They're always good for a laugh. Take care of your pets, especially your dogs. Their love for you is beyond your comprehension, and if economic conditions get really bad, you can eat them. Exercise caution in your business affairs, for the world is full of people who would delight at having your dried and tanned skin nailed to their office wall. But let this not blind you to what virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideals, and these people are easily taken advantage of. Eat ice cream every day. Especially, learn to feign interest. You are a child of the universe. No less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you, nothing you can do will change the flow of things. So always look out for number one. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive him to be, and whatever your treachery or crime, in the noisy confusion of life, lay low, and no one will notice. With all its sham, drudge reports, and right-wing nonsense, it's the same corrupt world it's always been. Be careful, and call your mother at least once a week.
I pressed the button, but nothing happened. I know why. It's because I pressed the wrong button.
You are listening to The Liberal Grouch.
You see, it's that diminished mental capacity that the lickspittles are always talking about. There's an inside joke if you're not familiar with what's going on. When I was asked to plead at my trial of late, I was looking for a plea that I could make that wouldn't require me to either go to jail or go to a nut house. So I offered a plea of not guilty due to mental disease or defect. And it's a fact, it's a matter of fact, I do have Parkinson's disease. I've had it for 15 years, and there is some cognitive stuff going on, but not to the point where I'm running around like a raving lunatic or anything. But still, you go through time and the brain starts to get damaged.
The lick-spittle is on my ass. The lick-spittles are on my ass. They're molding brains and crazy games and laughs. Got to keep the lemmings on the path. The lick-spittle is in my face. The lick-spittles are in my face. The hogwash blog ensures invective filth galore, and every day he pushes them for more. And if it all comes crashing down upon you soon, and if there is no place for you to hide, and if the monsters you created rat on you, I'll see you on the barred side of the room. The lick-spittle still wants me dead. The lick-spittles all want me dead. It's me they blame. I bear the shame of their imaginary dread. They'll lock the door and throw away the key. If there's someone in your head, it might be me. And in your madness, blunders and mistakes, you shout and no one seems to hear. And when your cellmate asks that you sing him show tunes, I'll see you on the barred side of the room. All that you mock and all that you smear, all you insult and all that you fear, all that you hate and all you despise, all you distort with all your lies, and all that you take and all that you steal, all you hope die. Your wounds will not heal. All you berate, all you deny, have sealed your fate like all you deride, and all you divide, and all you besmirch, and all that you hide from everyone in church. and all that is dead, and all that is gone. Your hell to come, and everything under the sun is in tune, but the sun is eclipsed by your ruin.
Yeah. Little Dane Bramage this afternoon, and yeah, it's all dark, yes, I know. I'm very sad right now. I'm suffering from a deep and abiding sadness. Earlier today, it looked like I can barely bring myself to say it. It looked like Howard Earl wanted to be my friend. He had retweeted something I said, and I just took the opportunity to follow him and begin a little conversation with him. This might be the beginning of a new day, and we could be friends. And then I asked him what he thought would happen when Scott Walker got the nomination for the Republican presidency and all this not my Wisconsin garbage came bubbling up out of the past, like it will. I just checked and I saw that not only does Howard not want to be my friend, he's blocked me. He blocked me. Oh, he'll talk about me on all the other websites. He'll use me. He'll have his fun with me, have his way with me, and then just cast me aside. Nothing I can do about it. Oh, I feel so cheap. I feel so used. Fucking knucklehead. Speaking of knuckleheads, I got one. His name is, well, let's use a stage name for now. Paul Krendler. I live in his head. He begins every day with a post like, "Good morning, dumb fuck," or something with the word dumb fuck in it. Because, you see, I'm a dumb fuck. I, who have won 370 court cases against W.J.J. Hogue. I, who lost once, and that was only because Hogue lied to the judge. Think of that scoreboard for a moment. 370 to 1. But I'm the dumb fuck. I use my real name. My address is out there. Everybody who wants to know anything about me can find it. But cowardly, sniveling little Paul Krendler hides. I'm going to show you later on the new website, liberalgrouch.blogspot.com, how I know for a fact that Paul Krendler is actually Patrick Grady of Palatine, Illinois, who no doubt is listening to me right now on his little computer there at Office Max in Palatine. Still got that job, do you, Pat? That's good. You see, yesterday, it occurred to me that I just could not out-slime people who enjoy slime. If you enjoy rolling around in wet, gooey shit, then you don't mind when somebody So why give them something they enjoy? For instance, let's look at this set of tweets here. Like last night, I wrote, so he starts each day with good morning, dumb fuck, and I start mine by telling him, good morning, irrelevant hate merchant. Then I go have coffee with my wife. Well, this seemed to nettle him a little bit, for he wrote, copying from my tweet because the lad has never had an original idea. So he starts each day with good morning, dumb fuck, and I start mine by, and then this is him, checking irrelevant blogs and proving that I respond when called by name because I am a dumb fuck. And then only then and not before I go have coffee with my beloved wife because spending time with her is the most important thing in my life once I finish my first scan of the internet for the day like a dumb fuck would do. Golly, I'm the one with the internet addiction. These clowns, including this Leroy Schmalfeld. Oh, now he's just Roy Schmalfeld. Okay. If he was an actual Schmalfeld, we would have beaten him to death in his childhood. He would not have... for telling one. And nice thing about it.
Ooh, the liberal grouch.
I don't know much about nothing, that's how I get along. Half my brain is smaller than the other, and howdy my stench is strong. Not what you would call gallant, I got no natural talent, but I go blogging every day, hoping I'll find something smart to say. I'm a blogging fool, and I'm hoggish too. I'm a blogging fool, and I'm hoggish too. I can't explain Pinky and the Brain, but I can't complain because I'm hoggish too and a blogging fool. The smarter folks on Twitter, I think they're all to blame. I log on in and see them there, gonna put them all to shame. When they see me tweeting, they all split aside. They hasn't fit while I commit my social suicide. I'm a blogging fool and I'm hoggish too. I'm a blogging fool and I'm hoggish too. The world goes on and I'm so wrong. The world goes on and I'm so wrong.
so wrong. The world goes on and I'm 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 so wrong. I know I'm totally wrong, but I'm a login fool. I know I'm totally wrong, but I'm a login fool. Yowza, yowza, yowza. I got it all together now with my very own iPhone 3. Hey, I cruise the App Store to find something cool to show I'm not gay. I found this thing called Grindr. I think I'll give it a chance and see if there's a girl who might give me a whirl while I text the night away. I'm a login fool and a hog is too. I'm a login fool and a hog is too. I may be totally wrong, but I'm a login fool. I may be totally wrong, but I'm a login fool. I may be totally wrong, but I'm a hog is too. I may be totally wrong, but I'm a Buddha. Hey, Hoggy, can I buy you a drink? Looking for Mr. Ass Kiss? Here he is. Wait a minute, I got it. You're a genius. Hi, you're brilliant. Love your brain. You must work for NASA, huh? Your place or mine.
Need a warm up on that coffee, hon?
No, I still got about a half cup here, but thanks. Hey, did you see this?
See what, hon?
Here, look at my iPad. There's a story here from CNN.com. Look, it says that General Mills is changing the sourcing of ingredients for its original Cheerios cereal after an activist group said that the company bowed to pressure and stopped using genetically modified ingredients.
Genetically modified ingredients? That doesn't sound healthy.
Well, they're still looking into it, I guess. But the spokesperson from General Mills, some guy, I can't pronounce his last name, said, "We switched from what we were using to non-genetically modified corn and non-genetically modified pure cane sugar." He said the company didn't change the formula and has never used genetically modified oats. The company has said that it has always used whole grain oats.
Yes, but for how long have they been using the genetically modified corn and genetically modified sugar cane?
Well, I have no idea. That's pretty much all Jimmy eats for breakfast, isn't it?
Well, he's a typical 4-year-old, honey. I mean, he likes Cheerios. It's his favorite. He likes the regular. He likes the honey nut. He likes the apple cinnamon. Do you think maybe it would be a good idea to take him to a doctor just to have him give him the once over?
Well, I haven't really noticed anything different in his behavior, and he's been eating this stuff since he was doing the finger food thing from his high chair tray.
Yeah, he's a typical rambunctious 4-year-old. I'll say that. Oh, which reminds me, we gotta get him ready for his preschool. I'll give him a holler. Jimmy, come downstairs. Jimmy, put down Grandpa. Put down Jimmy. No. Grandpa does not go in your mouth. No. Now he swallowed him.
Oh, that son of mine.
You are listening to The Liberal Grouch.
You know, somebody told me once that I should try writing fiction. And I have several books on sale that are fiction, but they're not, selling all that well. I'm not a well-known author. And it's been suggested that I should apply myself in that direction. Well, I've written something. I don't know if it's fiction. I don't even know if it's any good. I don't know if I'll be able to get anybody to read it. Of course, anything I do other than sit on the couch and pat my wife's hand will be looked down upon by Paul Krendler. You'll have to pardon me for just a second. I heard a whimper. That means I've got a dog that wants to leave the room, so... let's see. What can I give you to listen to while I do?
I see Nathan Bedford Forrest. He always stood up for us with crosses set afire in smoky blaze. Back when all of the blacks lived in quaint wooden shacks. Those were the good old days. I see Joseph McCarthy, all jowly, mean and swarthy, when pointing out the commies was the latest craze, and that glorious morn, Andrew Breitbart was born. Those were the good old days. I'd sit in my restaurant chair, peacefully dining there, served by the waiters who were white. The Negroes ate elsewhere. They thought we were unfair, but frankly we knew it was right. And gay meant you were happy. I see Mexicans running from border cops a-gunning. Their blood may have flown, but my laughter stays when the folks on TV look like you and like me. Those were the good old days when integration was for fools. We had whites-only schools in those good old days. Oh, sure, you smart-ass liberals think you know everything, but you don't know half of what you think you know, which is nothing. I was more than happy to have my mom and pappy teach me that good conservatism really pays. We were tickled inside when John Kennedy died. Those were the good old days. There was no LGBT.
That's why I do these things as early in the day as I do. But anyway, I saw that we had popped off there a couple of times, and hopefully you'll be able to make sense out of the final broadcast. But anyway, I want to read you a story right now. I wrote this. I'm so proud of it. I hope you enjoy it as well. I, the undersigned, apply for statement of charges and a summons or warrant which may lead to the arrest of above the named defendant. That would be, well, let's leave the names out. No, let's mention them. Let's mention them because we must be true to our art. William John Joseph Hogue III, on January 30th, 2015, at Carroll County Circuit Court before Judge Thomas F. Stansfeld at a show cause hearing for contempt of court. The above-named defendant, as part of a conspiracy with Patrick G. Grady of 1103 Chesapeake Court, Palatine, Illinois, and George M. Howell, 12460 Great Park Circle, Germantown, Maryland, did enter into evidence a falsified, forged letter, purportedly written, signed, and mailed by me, complainant. That complainant had never seen before. Defendant Hogue included it in his motion in opposition to complainant's motion to dismiss the contempt petition. Based on knowledge, information, and evidence, the plot was suggested by Defendant Hogue and conveyed to Defendant Grady, who used a members-only secret blog to put the word out on January 3rd, 2015, in a post titled, "Does Anyone Live Within an Hour's Drive?" The blog continues, "Of the Cabin Boy." That's me. That is Hogue's derogatory nickname for me. The blog entry continues, "I have an idea, but at this point, the less said, the better." So a simple yes or no, or maybe, in the comments would suffice. At 9:49 p.m. on January 4th, 2015, Defendant Howell replied, "Within an hour." At 10:16 p.m., same night, Defendant Grady notified Howell, "Check your email, please." Grady then wrote this following letter, dated January 15, as if it were written by complainant, addressed to Defendant Hogue. "Dear John, I write today to ask you personally to reconsider the course of action you have initiated. You and I both know that WordPress pingbacks and automated emails from Reverb Nation are not contact in any definition of the word. I know you're not a fool, and you must be aware of this. I confess I don't understand your persistence in wishing to punish me for over-exercising my constitutional right to have a blog and a Twitter presence. See right there. I would never say that I was over-exercising my constitutional rights. The peace order clearly states that I am allowed to write about you, and that is all I am doing. The judge will recognize that at the January 30th hearing, and I will present more than enough evidence to prove that it was not me who sent those emails in the first place. I will show cause for not being, that's how it's spelled, B-I-N-G, held in contempt. John, you know as well as I do how the cold weather affects folks like me with advanced Parkinson's disease. If you force me to come out of my house to answer your charges, you will be endangering my health and welfare. Please, John, do yourself and your wife a favor and reconsider. I have done nothing to deserve the contempt and hatred that you and your readers level at my family on a daily basis. I will see you held to account if you persist. Think about your family and your job. Be well. Sincerely, and then there's my forged signature. It's a rhetorical question, and I know the answer to it, but how stupid do these people think I am? If I am studiously avoiding even at mentioning or at replying Hogue on Twitter, what in God's name would make anyone believe that I am going to write him a letter, which is in direct contravention to the peace order, which says do not contact? I took I took an opportunity to do that on February 13th when I saw that his wife had cancer, and that was merely to offer assistance. No way is an intelligent person who's worked in a professional field as long as I have going to send a letter to someone who could throw him in jail for sending a letter, which is what he tried to do. So, the story continues. Based on information and belief, Defendant Grady placed this letter in an envelope with a typed address and return address. Complainant never uses his printer to print envelopes, as the printer tends to chew them to pieces. Complainant uses a stamping device to serve as a return address. Other than the fact that complainant knows he did not write this letter, and since complainant is unable to drive, his wife did not mail the letter, that leaves one option, and that is the letter is a forgery, designed to make it appear as if complainant is blatantly and purposefully violating the no-contact order gained by Defendant Hogue on August 27th. Also, complainant would never refer to having a blog and a Twitter presence as over-exercising his constitutional rights. And if he had, he would have properly hyphenated the word. Based on information and belief, Defendant Grady posted the letter in a larger envelope and sent it to Defendant Howell in Germantown. According to the U.S. Postal Service, a letter mailed January 5th would likely arrive in Germantown on January 8th. Assuming Defendant Howell picked up his mail later in the day, he was smart enough to know he could not mail the letter from Germantown because the resulting postmark from a zip code starting with 208, such as Howell's zip code, would mean the letter would be postmarked at the Capital District Distribution Center. A letter mailed from complainant's home address would be postmarked in Baltimore, which, in fact, it was on January 12th. The same USPS website indicates a first-class letter, and this letter would have to have traveled first class because it could not be traced by tracking numbers, would have arrived on Westminster on January 14th, which it did, according to Hogue's motion in opposition for dismissal of my contempt petition. Respondent has contacted Mr. Hogue by mail, a letter over respondent's signature dated January 15th, 2015, and postmarked January 12th, 2015, and was received by Mr. Hogue on 14 January 2015, Exhibit A. Alright, why would I write a letter, say that it was January 15th on the day I wrote it, put it in the mail January 12th, with him receiving it on January 14th. If I wrote the letter on January 12th, I would have had January 12th as the date of the letter. In addition to knowing he did not write, sign, or mail this letter, complainant asserts that his Parkinson's disease has made it impossible for him to sign his name twice in precisely the same way. But the signature on the forged letter is strikingly similar to a signature that was included on a peace order application complaint took out against defendant Grady in the summer of 2014. And we have here a copy of the signature, copied from the peace order petition, laid directly over the signature of the alleged letter that I did not write or send or sign, and they match damn near perfectly, as if someone had traced the letter, traced the signature. When complainant presented the proof that he did not write, sign, or email or mail the letter, a flabbergasted Mr. Hogue insisted on entering the letter into evidence as proof. Judge Stansfield ruled against Mr. Hogue in the contempt petition after taking the matter under advisement for a couple of weeks. Complainant believes there's probable cause to charge defendant Hogue with perjury, false statements, obstruction of justice, tampering with or fabricating physical evidence, false statement to a public official concerning a crime or hazard, harassment, misuse of electronic communication or interactive computer service, extortion by false accusation, as well as any other charges the Commissioner deems applicable. Complainant believes there's probable cause to charge defendant Grady with false statements, obstruction of justice, harassment, tampering with or fabricating physical evidence, misuse of electronic communications, or interactive computer service. Complainant believes there's probable cause to charge defendant Howell with his part in the attempt to falsely accuse complainant by volunteering to transport the forged letter, transporting it, and placing it in the U.S. Postal Service. All defendants should be considered for charges by the U.S. Postal Inspector's Service, which they are, and the FBI as well. Complainant respectfully requests that defendants be arrested by their local law enforcement agencies and thus be held until sufficient bond can be posted to ensure their appearance at trial. Complainant requests that defendant Grady be extradited from Illinois upon his arrest to post bond in Maryland. The end. Wasn't that a good story, boys and girls? Now, is that an actual application for statement of charges, otherwise known as DC/CR1, revised 12/2006? Have I actually gone and done that? Or am I making the whole thing up? Oh, the facts are true. But have I filed charges? I'm still waiting to see if a judge in Carroll County is going to entertain Hoag's misbegotten, poorly written, laughable motion to breathe life into a dead peace order. The Maryland Judiciary case search shows no hint that anybody's even looked at it. I'm also still waiting for a Howard County judge to make a decision on Hoag's motion to dismiss my lawsuit against him. Then once that's done, one way or the other, if it's not dismissed, then I'll file an amended complaint, because I got stuff to add. Oh, these are interesting times in which we live, I think. You're listening to the Liberal Grouch. I'm Bill Schmalfelt. If you'd like to send us a tweet, that's what we're here for. Grouchy, let's do that right. The email address is at Grouchy Old Lib. That's at Grouchy Old Lib. And we'll be back to wrap things up in half a mo. And why is that not doing it? Oh, I know why. Hang on here just See, I'm what they call in the business technically incontinent.
You are listening to the Liberal Grouch.
If you're like most people, you think your laundry is clean. But is it really clean?
Sometimes I wash and I still can't get the evil out of my clothes.
We talked to typical homemakers who had this problem.
My boy Jimmy wore a new t-shirt one day. When he came home, he was speaking Latin backwards. I tried scrubbing the demons out, but nothing worked.
Until now. New OmniClean.
OmniClean?
Yes, OmniClean. It's laundry detergent with small pieces of the one true cross and other holy relics. Those pesky, hard-to-get-out demons will be no match for OmniClean. Pat Robertson says demons can attach themselves to your material possessions, so why take chances? OmniClean has special holy properties that bond to the evil spirits hiding in your clothes and lifts them away. It's only $19.95. But wait, I'm still not done. Use your credit card and we'll double your order of OmniClean. 2 big gallon tubs of OmniClean for the low, ungodly price of $19.95.
OmniClean, I'm gonna buy some right now.
But it's not available in any store, only through this special one-time radio offer. Here's how to order.
Call 555-555-5555. That's 555-555-5555. Have your credit card ready when you call 555-555-5555. Shipping and handling are extra for officially recognized Christian demons only.
Hi there, folks. This is the Almighty Lord God in heaven above. And chances are you've seen those TV commercials that tell you about God's match for you. You know, those Christian dating sites. Well, I'm here to tell you, you don't need that. If I want you to hook up with someone, I'll tell you. Because, hey, I'm God. Next time you feel an urge to follow some girl home or to stalk some guy and make sure you copy down his license plate number, or you want to call somebody over and over and over again, just tell them it's God's will. And if you take it a step further than that and end up in jail, just tell the judge that God told you it was the right match, but the other person just must not have received the message or been open to it. Because, Hey, I wouldn't tell you to do something that I thought was bad for you. Lucifer. Hi there. I saw the microphone here, and I thought I could just come in.
How many times have I told you not to fiddle around with the radio equipment when I'm not there to monitor you?
I know, vengeful God and all that. I'm out of here. I'm terribly sorry. All right.
Go to hell, Lucifer.
It was just a joke. You can't take it. All right.
Go on, get.
Sheesh, what a grouch.
Seriously, folks, now that we have a moment to ourselves, I'm far too busy, running the entire cosmos like I do the millions and billions of stars and planets, each with their own lives. I just don't have time to individually worry about who you end up with. That's entirely up to you. That's why you have this free will thing that I gave you when I created you, whenever that was. So everybody just do your best and try to enjoy each other, try to make things better for each other, and we'll catch up later at some point, alright? God out. You are listening to
The Liberal Grouch. That's me. Hi. And I enjoyed reading that story to you. It's a fun story. But, it's not just our local heels that are stomping all over your human rights. For instance, in Colorado, there's this guy named Gordon Klingenschmidt. I'm not making that up. Gordon Klingenschmidt. Now, to me, that sounds like a condition you get when you eat too much candy. It clings to... Well, you know what I mean. He's a state representative in Colorado, and he's recently put his foot in his mouth, saying that Girl Scouts are anti-Christian. And he's had to kind of walk that back a little bit and apologize. And while he was apologizing, he announced he was going to run for, state senate. Because being a state legislator is just not enough for old Gordo. Seems like someone should pay a little more attention to him, don't you think? I know that when Scott Walker finally becomes an official, it'll probably happen after he gets the nomination, if he gets the nomination, that all of a sudden all this talk about not my Wisconsin will surface. But shouldn't Gordon have a song now?
Thinking that we should keep on because, the Force, it's got a lot of power and it makes me feel like, oh!
Love is not a gender thing. Thing is, who knows what life will bring. Marriage, marriage is what makes us cling. It don't affect you. It doesn't change a thing. Ooh! Get with it. Get with it. It is not a crime. Just give in to the march of time. Reach in to the closet. Drag out Gordon Klingenschmidt. Reach in to the closet now. Drag out Gordon Klingenschmidt. Reach in to the closet now. Drag out Gordon Klingenschmidt. Reach in to the closet now. Drag out Gordon Klingenschmidt. It's cool if you go straight. It's settled. There ain't no debate. Ooh, you're welcome.
Quite welcome.
To the human race. This movement is the end of hate. Ooh, so let things happen as they will. I won't be complaining, 'cause this is how it is. Ooh. Reach in to the closet. Drag out Gordon Klingenschmidt. Reach in to the closet now. Drag out Gordon Klingenschmidt. Reach in to the closet now. Drag out Gordon Klingenschmidt. Reach in to the closet now. Drag out Gordon Klingenschmidt.
Out to that announcement from a controversial state lawmaker, Colorado Springs Representative Gordon Klingenschmidt says he's running for a different office in 2016.
Tonight I'm announcing that I will not run for re-election in 2016. I am now a candidate and I won't run for re-election to Senate District 12, and I hope to earn your vote and be your state senator.
Klingenschmidt is now a candidate for state senate.
What causes homophobia? It's your fear and hysteria. Ooh, the homo that you truly fear. It's time that you meet him. He's right there in your mirror. Your mirror. Reach in to the closet.
My God, I'm talented.
Now. Drag out Gordon Klingenschmidt. Reach in to the closet now. Drag out Gordon Klingenschmidt. Reach in to the closet now. Drag out Gordon Klingenschmidt. Reach in to the closet. Drag out Gordon Klingenschmidt. Reach in to the closet now. Drag out Gordon Klingenschmidt. Reach in to the closet now. Drag out Gordon Klingenschmidt. Reach in to the closet now. Drag out Gordon Klingenschmidt.
Here's what the Bible says in Hosea chapter 13. There is a demonic spirit of murder, right? And we saw this in Israel, where history records in Hosea 13, the people of Samaria must bear their guilt.
Reach in to the closet. Drag out Gordon Klingenschmidt. Reach in to the closet now. Drag out Gordon Klingenschmidt. Reach in to the closet now. Drag out Gordon Klingenschmidt. Reach in to the closet now. Drag out Gordon Klingenschmidt. Reach in to the closet. Drag out Gordon Klingenschmidt. Reach in to the closet now. Drag out Gordon Klingenschmidt. Reach in to the closet now. Drag out Gordon Klingenschmidt. Reach in to the closet now. Drag out Gordon Klingenschmidt. Reach in to the closet. Drag out Gordon Klingenschmidt. Reach in to the closet now. Drag out Gordon Klingenschmidt. Reach in to the closet now. Drag out Gordon Klingenschmidt. Reach in to the closet now. Drag out Gordon Klingenschmidt. Reach in to the closet.
Because they have rebelled against their God. They will fall by the sword, their little ones will be dashed to the ground, their pregnant women ripped open. This was a prophecy about the people of Samaria back in the day who are bearing this sin because they have rebelled against their God. I wonder if there's prophetic significance to America today in that scripture. This is the curse of God upon America for our sin of not protecting innocent children in the womb. And part of that curse for our rebellion against God as a nation is that our pregnant women are raped.
Oh, it happens every day. Somewhere God cackles and smiles. I just don't seem to have as much luck singing falsetto anymore. I used to do it fairly well, but ever since my testicles dropped, well, it's been a challenge. Thanks for being with us today. I'll try to do a whole 2 hours tomorrow, but we're done with Blog Talk Radio. Oh, yeah. No more of that crap. This will be on Spreaker, and of course it'll continue on Spreaker. It'll run on Spreaker, and I'll also copy it over to my blog, over to SoundCloud, Blog Talk Radio. No, not blog. Yeah. No, wait. What do they call that thing? Not Blog Talk Radio. Live 365, the Liberal Grouch podcast channel, and wherever else the hell I want to put it. See you next time.
You've been listening to The Liberal Grouch on Blog Talk Radio, Spreaker, Live 365, or wherever the hell you are, as you are listening to this. The Liberal Grouch broadcasts live on Blog Talk Radio, weekdays, from 1 until 3 Eastern Time. You can find him on Twitter, at GrouchyOldLib. That's at GrouchyOldLib on Twitter. Be careful. Don't trust the right-wing bastards. And always remember,
it is later than you think. And that's the truth.